In 2026, the landscape of law enforcement is set to undergo a profound transformation, driven by the integration of artificial intelligence (AI) in predictive policing. This evolution presents an ambitious vision where police departments utilize advanced technologies to analyze vast amounts of data, from social media interactions to historical crime trends, to anticipate criminal activity before it occurs. The implications of such a shift extend far beyond mere crime prevention. They promise to redefine the very relationship between law enforcement and the communities they serve, creating a new paradigm in public safety. Imagine navigating through a city where every corner is monitored by a network of smart surveillance systems equipped with AI-driven facial recognition technology. These systems constantly analyze foot traffic, identifying individuals and flagging potential threats in real time. If a known offender enters a high-risk area, law enforcement could receive instant alerts on their devices, allowing them to respond swiftly and effectively. While such technology holds the potential to significantly enhance public safety, it also raises pressing ethical questions surrounding privacy, civil liberties, and the potential for misuse. The debate over privacy becomes particularly pertinent in this context. Citizens may feel a pervasive sense of surveillance anxiety, knowing they are constantly being watched. The notion that every movement could be tracked raises concerns about personal freedoms and the potential for a society dominated by surveillance. Striking a balance between enhanced security and individual rights will be crucial. Policymakers must ensure that robust legal frameworks and protections are established to prevent abuse of surveillance technologies, making transparency a cornerstone of any predictive policing initiative. As we dive deeper into this future, we may also witness the emergence of community-driven crime prevention strategies. With the advent of mobile applications designed for reporting suspicious activities, citizens will actively participate in maintaining safety in their neighborhoods. Imagine receiving notifications on your smartphone about recent thefts in your area, or having the ability to report an incident with just a few taps. This democratization of information could empower communities, fostering a sense of shared responsibility for public safety. However, this shift towards community engagement must be approached with caution. Without careful management, it could lead to vigilantism or exacerbate existing tensions between law enforcement and marginalized communities. Additionally, the effectiveness of predictive policing relies heavily on the quality of data. AI systems must be trained on accurate and representative datasets to function optimally. Unfortunately, historical crime data can be riddled with biases, often reflecting systemic inequalities present in society. If these biases are not addressed, AI algorithms could perpetuate discrimination, disproportionately targeting certain demographics. For example, if a neighborhood has been historically over-policed, predictive models might reinforce that trend, leading to increased scrutiny of innocent residents. Addressing these biases will be a critical challenge as law enforcement agencies adopt AI solutions, requiring ongoing evaluation and adjustment of predictive algorithms. In terms of training and education, the role of police officers is likely to undergo a significant transformation. Officers will need to develop a new skill set that blends traditional policing with data analysis and technological literacy. This shift could redefine their responsibilities, transitioning them from reactive responders to proactive guardians of public safety. They will need to interpret AI-generated insights, make informed decisions based on data-driven predictions, and engage with communities in meaningful ways. Future training programs may incorporate lessons in ethics, data management, and community relations, equipping officers to navigate this complex landscape effectively. As predictive policing technologies continue to evolve, the integration of machine learning may allow these systems to adapt dynamically to changing crime patterns. For example, an AI system could learn from community feedback and adjust its predictions accordingly. If a neighborhood experiences an uptick in certain crimes, the system could identify this trend and suggest targeted interventions, such as increased patrols or community outreach initiatives. This adaptive approach could lead to more effective crime prevention strategies. However, it will also require constant oversight to ensure that the system remains fair and just. Public perception of predictive policing will play a crucial role in its success. As we approach 2026, public skepticism about the effectiveness and ethical implications of AI in law enforcement will need to be addressed head on. Community forums, transparent discussions, and public education campaigns will be essential in fostering dialogue about the benefits and potential drawbacks of these technologies. Citizens must feel that they have a voice in the development and deployment of predictive policing systems, ensuring that their rights and concerns are respected. Moreover, independent oversight bodies may become necessary to monitor the use of predictive policing technologies. These bodies could evaluate the effectiveness of AI systems, assess their ethical implications, and provide recommendations for improvement. By establishing clear guidelines and accountability measures, we can ensure that predictive policing serves as a tool for good, enhancing public safety while safeguarding civil liberties. The broader implications of predictive policing extend far beyond crime rates. The use of AI in law enforcement may influence societal perceptions of justice and fairness. A reliance on technology could lead some to believe that policing is becoming overly mechanized, reducing the human element that is so vital in law enforcement. The importance of community trust in police cannot be overstated. Without it, the very fabric of public safety is at risk. It is essential to recognize that while technology can enhance policing capabilities, it cannot replace the need for empathy, understanding, and genuine human connection in law enforcement. As we navigate this complex future, we must also consider the potential for predictive policing to create a divide between communities. If certain areas are subjected to heightened surveillance and policing efforts, it could foster resentment and further alienate marginalized groups. The challenge will be to implement predictive policing in a manner that promotes equity and justice, ensuring that all communities feel valued and protected rather than targeted and oppressed. Engaging in meaningful dialogue with community leaders, civil rights advocates, and the public at large will be essential to mitigating these risks. In conclusion, the future of predictive policing in 2026 holds immense promise but also presents significant challenges. The ability of AI to enhance public safety is profound, yet it is imperative that society approaches this evolution with a commitment to ethics, fairness, and accountability. By prioritizing transparency, community engagement, and independent oversight, we can harness the power of AI to create a safer, more just world. The path forward will require a delicate balance, leveraging technology's capabilities while safeguarding the rights and dignity of every individual. Ultimately, the success of predictive policing will depend on our collective ability to navigate this intricate landscape responsibly, ensuring that technology serves as a tool for good rather than a source of division or harm. As we embark on this journey, the conversations we have today will shape the policing landscape of tomorrow. We must cultivate an environment where technology and humanity coexist harmoniously, guiding us toward a future where safety and justice are not merely goals but fundamental rights for all. The evolution of policing is not just about technology, it is about reshaping societal values, fostering trust, and building resilient communities. The way we approach predictive policing will ultimately define our collective future, and it is essential that we strive for a vision that prioritizes dignity, equity, and justice for every individual. As we engage in discussions about the ethical considerations of AI in law enforcement, we must also recognize the potential for technology to enhance operational efficiency. Predictive policing can enable law enforcement agencies to allocate resources more effectively, ensuring that officers are deployed to areas with the highest likelihood of crime. This data-driven approach can facilitate a more proactive stance on crime prevention, potentially reducing response times and improving public safety outcomes. However, this increased efficiency must not come at the expense of community trust. Therefore, transparency regarding how data is used and the rationale behind policing decisions will be essential. Law enforcement agencies must communicate openly about the algorithms they employ and the data sources they rely on, fostering an environment of understanding and collaboration with the public. As we contemplate the future of policing, it is also vital to consider the role of community engagement in shaping the policies and practices surrounding predictive policing. By involving community members in discussions about their needs and concerns, law enforcement can develop strategies that are more aligned with the values and expectations of the populations they serve. This collaborative approach can help to demystify predictive policing, allowing citizens to see it as a tool for enhancing their safety rather than as an invasive surveillance mechanism. Training programs for police officers will need to evolve to include not only technical skills, but also interpersonal skills that emphasize de-escalation, communication, and relationship building. Officers who are equipped to engage positively with their communities will be better positioned to address the complexities of modern policing, fostering trust and cooperation. As predictive policing technologies continue to advance, there is a significant opportunity to leverage them for community empowerment. By creating platforms that allow citizens to access crime data, report issues, and communicate with their local police, we can facilitate a more engaged and informed public. This empowerment can lead to more effective crime prevention strategies as community members become active participants in their own safety. However, this must be balanced with safeguards to protect individual privacy and prevent the misuse of data. The ethical implications of data collection in predictive policing cannot be overstated. It is essential to establish clear guidelines for data usage, ensuring that personal information is handled responsibly and that individuals' rights are protected. This includes implementing robust data security measures to prevent breaches and unauthorized access, as well as providing mechanisms for individuals to contest or appeal decisions made based on predictive policing algorithms. The challenges posed by predictive policing extend beyond technical considerations. They also encompass broader societal issues such as inequality and systemic bias. As we integrate AI into law enforcement, we must be vigilant about addressing the historical injustices that have shaped our communities. This will require a concerted effort to ensure that predictive policing does not perpetuate existing disparities, but rather serves to uplift marginalized populations. Community engagement, ongoing training, and a commitment to ethical practices will be key components in achieving this goal. As we move forward, it is essential to recognize the importance of adaptability in the face of changing societal dynamics. Crime patterns, community needs, and technological advancements will continue to evolve, necessitating a flexible approach to predictive policing. Law enforcement agencies must be prepared to reassess and refine their strategies regularly, incorporating feedback from the communities they serve and adapting to new challenges as they arise. This iterative process will be crucial to maintaining public trust and ensuring that predictive policing remains a force for good. Ultimately, the success of predictive policing in the coming years will hinge on our ability to balance innovation with ethical considerations, transparency with security, and efficiency with community engagement. As we navigate this complex landscape, we must remain committed to the principles of justice, equity, and respect for individual rights. The conversations we have today about the future of law enforcement will shape the trajectory of policing for generations to come. Through thoughtful engagement and a shared vision for the future, we can ensure that predictive policing becomes a powerful ally in fostering safer communities while respecting the rights and dignity of every individual. As we stand on the brink of this new era, we must remember that the true measure of our progress will not be the technology we deploy, but the humanity we uphold in our pursuit of safety, justice, and equity for all. By fostering an environment where technology and humanity coexist harmoniously, we can guide ourselves toward a future where safety and justice are not merely goals but fundamental rights for all. The evolution of policing is not just about technology. It is about reshaping societal values, fostering trust, and building resilient communities. As we approach this critical juncture in law enforcement, the way we engage with predictive policing will ultimately define our collective future. It is essential that we strive for a vision that prioritizes dignity, equity, and justice for every individual while ensuring that the tools we develop enhance the quality of life for all citizens. Through collaboration, transparency, and a commitment to ethical principles, we can pave the way for a future where public safety is a shared responsibility and justice is inherent in every interaction. By embracing the potential of predictive policing while remaining vigilant about its implications, we can create a world where technology is harnessed for the common good, leading to stronger, more connected communities that thrive in safety and justice. As we embark on this journey into the future, let us be guided by the principles of collaboration, empathy, and accountability, ensuring that the evolution of policing reflects our highest ideals and aspirations for a just society. In doing so, we can build a legacy of safety and justice that resonates through generations, creating a brighter, more equitable world for all. Together, we can navigate the complexities of predictive policing, fostering an environment where technology enhances our collective well-being while upholding the rights and dignity of every individual. The path forward will be shaped by our choices today, as we work together to create a safer, more just society that embraces the potential of technology while remaining rooted in our shared humanity. As we continue this dialogue and explore the multifaceted implications of AI in law enforcement, we must remain steadfast in our commitment to prioritize human welfare above all else. We must ensure that our reliance on technology is accompanied by a robust framework that respects individual rights and fosters a culture of accountability within law enforcement agencies. Only by doing so can we hope to build trust between the police and the communities they serve, transforming predictive policing from a mere technological tool into a genuine partnership for public safety. We must also acknowledge the role of education in shaping public perception of predictive policing. As citizens become more informed about the capabilities and limitations of AI, they will be better equipped to engage in critical discussions about its implementation. Educational initiatives can demystify the technology, fostering a more nuanced understanding of how data is collected, analyzed, and used in policing. By equipping the public with knowledge, we can empower them to advocate for their interests and hold law enforcement accountable for their actions. Furthermore, the development of predictive policing must be guided by ethical principles that prioritize fairness and justice. This will require ongoing dialogue among stakeholders, including law enforcement, policymakers, civil rights organizations, and the communities affected by these technologies. By actively involving diverse perspectives in the decision-making process, we can create policies that reflect the values and concerns of all stakeholders, ensuring that predictive policing is implemented in a manner that is equitable and just. Additionally, as we explore the future of policing, we must remain open to new ideas and innovative approaches that may emerge from within communities themselves. Grassroots initiatives and community-based programs can offer valuable insights into effective crime prevention strategies that are tailored to the unique needs of each neighborhood. By fostering collaboration between law enforcement and community organizations, we can create a holistic approach to public safety that emphasizes prevention, intervention, and support rather than solely relying on enforcement measures. The success of predictive policing ultimately hinges on our ability to balance the benefits of technology with the necessity of maintaining human oversight and ethical considerations. While AI can provide valuable insights and enhance operational efficiency, it is essential to remember that it is not a substitute for human judgment and compassion. As we integrate AI into policing practices, we must ensure that law enforcement personnel are equipped with the training and resources necessary to make informed decisions that prioritize community welfare and uphold justice. In this rapidly evolving landscape, we must also be vigilant about the potential for misuse of predictive policing technologies. As with any powerful tool, there is a risk that these systems could be exploited for nefarious purposes or lead to unintended consequences. Therefore, it is imperative that we establish robust safeguards and oversight mechanisms to monitor the use of predictive policing technologies, ensuring that they are deployed responsibly and ethically. Public accountability will be key to maintaining trust and ensuring that these systems serve the interests of the communities they are intended to protect. As we look ahead to the future of law enforcement, we must remain committed to fostering an environment that prioritizes transparency, accountability, and community engagement. By involving citizens in the conversation about predictive policing, we can build a foundation of trust and collaboration that will ultimately enhance public safety and foster a sense of shared responsibility for community well-being. The evolution of policing in the age of AI presents us with both significant opportunities and daunting challenges. As we navigate this complex landscape, we must remain steadfast in our commitment to uphold the principles of justice, equity, and respect for individual rights. By prioritizing these values in our approach to predictive policing, we can harness the power of technology to create a safer, more just society that reflects the aspirations and needs of all its members. The conversations we have today will shape the future of policing, and it is essential that we engage in meaningful dialogue that prioritizes ethical considerations and community involvement. Through collaboration, transparency, and a commitment to accountability, we can pave the way for a future where predictive policing serves as a powerful ally in fostering safer, more resilient communities. Ultimately, the success of this endeavor will depend on our ability to work together to create a system of policing that is not only effective but also just and equitable for all individuals. As we embark on this journey, let us remain focused on our shared goals of safety, justice, and community empowerment, ensuring that the evolution of policing reflects our highest ideals and aspirations for a better world. Together, we can navigate the complexities of predictive policing, fostering an environment where technology enhances our collective well-being while upholding the rights and dignity of every individual. The path forward will be shaped by our choices today, as we work together to create a safer, more just society that embraces the potential of technology while remaining rooted in our shared humanity. In doing so, we can build a legacy of safety and justice that resonates through generations, creating a brighter, more equitable world for all.